All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind. So, I know I'm a little late to the party, but we finally got the patch 10 anniversary update revealed for Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Now, this update is slated to release on September 4th, so that means that is the next coming Thursday at the time of posting this video. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into the patch notes and what to expect for the patch 10 update. So, as you guys can see, we're going to kick this off with the anniversary update is planned to be rolled out on September 4th. It's a free update, but that also marks the release of the Season Pass 2 and its first two DLCs. So yeah, as you guys already know, we're getting a second Season Pass this time around. So let's just go ahead and dissect the rest of the content we're going to get. So this is pretty much stuff that we already knew, but this is confirmation, official confirmation that we're getting this. To kick this off, we have the Chaos Armor Pack. As you guys can see, we got the Night Lord's Champion skin for the Assault class, and we also have the Black Legionnaire over here on the right. Now, both of these guys look insane. I did post the leaked versions of these skins, but they seem to have been finalized now. The only major change that I can see when it comes to the two of these is that the Night Lord's Champion, I don't know if it's the lighting for this specific photo, but it seems that the armor trim has been changed from silver to gold. I can't really tell though. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys can see silver or if you can see like a bronzish gold. I kind of see a little bit of both. It could be either or, but that's the only major change that I see. Other than that, both of these look exactly the same as we had expected since we did see the leaked versions of these skins. But it does say that the Chaos Armor Pack is coming for free. You'll finally be able to change the armor set of your Heretic, Astartes, and PvP, but you'll have to unlock the set first. Each class will require you to score a certain amount of kills per match to unlock the corresponding skin. So the way that I think this is going to work, or the way that this is kind of insinuating that this is going to work, is that, I don't know, maybe let's say for the Black Legionnaire that, you know, you got to score 15 kills in a match to get this skin. Or with the Night Lord's Assault, man, you just gotta get like, I don't know, like 10 kills from above. Some dumb like that. Which, you know, it's fine because you gotta grind for those skins. I'd rather grind for the skins than just outright buy them. So, you know, the challenges might be a little dumb. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass at this point, but it could be interesting. Who knows? We'll just have to see next Thursday with the new update. But moving on from the Chaos Armor Pack, we do have the new game mode section. So as you guys can see, this is Hellbrute Onslaught. You guys can see that we have a bunch of Chaos guys going up against a Thousand Suns Hellbrute, which this actually does make sense in the lore, by the way. If you guys know anything about 40k, this makes complete sense. Even though Chaos is kind of like, it can be a united force. Nah, man, they all just fucking hate each other's guts. So, yeah, that's Hellbrute Onslaught. But dissecting this, it says a brand new mode will be added with this update, and will be playable on all maps. Here's your brief. Two teams of Chaos Marines will fight to control strategic areas, but also to control the Hellbrute. The first team to take control of an objective gets to control the Hellbrute until the opposite team takes it down. One player gets to control the Hellbrute at a time, and this player will be picked randomly among players who participated in securing the control point. For the team that failed to secure the first control point to have the Hellbrute on their side, they will need to slay their opponent's Hellbrute and secure a new designated control point. So the way that this is worded is kind of strange. It does say that the player will be picked randomly among players who participated in securing the control point. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that they want us to PTFO, right? Like, play the friggin' objective. If you're not participating in securing the objective, you're not going to get to have control of the Hellbrute. So I'm not sure. It doesn't say that it'll be picked randomly from the team. It just said that it'll be picked randomly from those who participated in securing the control point. Moving on, it says that controlling the Hellbrute grants the team a strong advantage, obviously, but killing it rewards significant amounts of points to your team. One last thing, the Hellbrute uses a Hellbrute Thunderhammer in melee and a Plasma Cannon in range, and it can unleash a battle cry with its special skill to regenerate its HP. So yeah, it's just using the basic Thousand Suns Hellbrute armament choice. On the right hand, it does have that plasma gun that we know and love. And on the left, even though it's kind of obscured, you can see it a little bit right there. It does have that Hellbrute Thunderhammer. So yeah, nothing changes from the Hellbrute that we get in campaign and PvE going into the PvP game mode that is going to be Hellbrute Onslaught. Next up, this is confirmation of the Stratagems PvE game mode. As you guys already know, I made a video talking about Stratagems PvE game mode in a previous video. You guys can go ahead and check that out. But just going off of this image, we can see quite a few things here that I want to address before we dive into the actual article. So, for starters, as you guys can see, he does have the shoulder pauldron that belongs to the Space Wolves class, and I believe the rest of this armor is as well, the specific champion that we got in patch 7 alongside the Imperial Fist champion. I think this is the chest piece that comes with the champion, and I think that's the basic champion pauldron, but if there's something to see here, it's that new Phobos helmet. So this is just once again confirmation that we're going to be talking about this a little later down, but this is just confirmation that we are getting a brand new customization overhaul. As you guys can see, not only are we getting a new helmet, the regular Phobos helmet, but we're going to be able to mix and match the armor pieces. Now, I haven't seen that specific bolt pistol skin, so maybe that is new. Unless it's not new, go ahead and correct me down below. And we also have the power axe right there in the right hand. So, talking about stratagems, stratagems are a completely new PvE game mode. Unlike classic operations, there are only two difficulty modes, normal and hard. What makes this new game mode different are the various battlefield conditions, which will change every day and week and make each operation completely different from what you're used to. So finally, we have modifiers coming to Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. You guys can hold me to this specific opinion. I have wanted something like this from the beginning of the game, man. Ever since the game came out, and I've been talking about Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, I've needed a reason to switch up the gameplay, and I think that the battlefield conditions coming with stratagems are essentially going to provide that to us players who just kind of want to switch it up from time to time. Battlefield conditions can either help or hinder your progress. Upon successful completion, you will receive a new currency called accolades, which can be exchanged for valuable rewards. So yeah, talked about that in my previous video talking about stratagems. We already knew this, right? So moving on from that, there are weekly and daily stratagems, and each operation has their own set of modifiers. Here are a few examples of them. Okay, so we have some examples of modifiers. Let's go ahead and start with Summoner. Every uninterrupted call for reinforcements summons the extremist enemy. So wow, that's kind of OP, man. You got to take out the guys who are calling for reinforcements, or you're just going to get bombarded with Hellbrutes, right? If you're fighting against Chaos. Where are you aiming at? Friendly fire damage from firearms and explosives is enabled. So yeah, team kill is enabled in that one. Next up, we have Cadia stands. Imperial guards spawn on levels, which I think that's pretty cool, man. If we can have some guardsmen running around with us, that's one of my favorite portions of playing through Decapitation, is fighting alongside the Cadian guardsmen. So I will be interested in seeing how that works, especially on maps like Demirium and, you know, all those other operations, seeing how they'll fare up against the Thousand Suns. And then finally, we have Hunted. An unkillable lictor constantly pursues you. Dealing enough damage will scare it away for a brief time. So they do end this off with many others that we'll have to discover for ourselves. So all in all, stratagems seems to be pretty interesting, man. I can't wait to play through the stratagems game mode, and I think it'll be pretty interesting with these new rewards that they're teasing. Next up, for things coming in the patch 10.0 update next week on Thursday, we do have new PvP and PvE maps, starting off with Operation Vortex. So to correct myself, in my previous video that I made ranking all of the operations, I did state that we will not be getting a new operation in patch 10.0, but, you know, Saber surprised me. We are actually getting a new operation, and it's pretty packed with content. So, the Astropathic Relay has once again fallen silent. Investigate and cleanse the relay of any lingering heretical presence. This map has a special, unique boss, the Mutalith Vortex Beast. We don't want to spoil too much. You'll have to wait for the update to drop on September 4 to discover its moveset. And here we can see an image of this new operation. This is going to be a pretty sick operation, man, and I can't wait to dive into it. Next up for Eternal War, we do have a new map called Bridge. It says a new PvP map will also be added called Bridge with long hallways and small tunnels. This map offers diversified battles and multiple possible strategies to dominate the battlefield. And here we can get a little teaser video of kind of essentially what it looks like. So yeah, it just seems to be a new PvP map, you know, nothing crazy, just another PvP map, which is always great to have. And next up, we do have weapons to be added in the armory. So yeah, a little showcase of the power axe right here, so you guys can kind of take a look at the power axe in action. You guys can see this Black Templar just absolutely slicing up this Xenos with that sword, with that axe. I'm sorry. You guys can go ahead and see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out First Tour Guardsman. Next up, we do have the hero variants of these weapons. Now, this is important, right? So this is something new entirely. So hero weapon variants will also be implemented. These variations can be exchanged against accolades from playing stratagems mode. More on that in the new mode down below. They fall in a new mastery tier named Heroic, which is even more powerful than Relic. For example, here's the Xenophase Blade, the heroic version of the Power Sword, and the Combi Melta, the heroic version of the Bolt Rifle. So yeah, as you guys can see, we have the Xenophase Blade right here, and we have the Combi Melta over here on the right hand side. So yeah, pretty cool indeed. I'm excited to see what else they have in terms of hero weapon variants. But moving on to the new Majora's Enemy, we do have the Chaos Spawn, which once again, I had already leaked months prior leading up to the release of this specific announcement, but it does say that brace yourself, Space Marines. This one might give you a hard time. I doubt it. I'll be able to whoop these guys' ass, no problem. Coming with a total of 3 variations. Once again, it's going to be Crab, Tentacle, and then I think the last one's just called like Beast. It doesn't have a mutation. The Chaos Spawn enters the fight. Swifter and more agile than its bulk suggests, the Chaos Spawn constitutes a formidable enemy. So yeah, stand ready, we shall know no fear. And here are the Chaos Spawn on full display. Now, I will say, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts on this are. I think this is a new operation as a whole, this whole background. I have not seen any chaos enemies on a map that looks like this, right? Like, this cannot be Vox Liberatus, which is the only other map in which chaos spawns, in which it is not on Demirium, and it's in pure daylight. So I think this is a new map entirely, right? Moving on from all of that, we do have what else? A selection of skins that were initially unlockable through time-sensitive community events will be purchasable in exchange of your accolades earned in stratagem mode. In the Refinement and Redemption shop, which extends the current data refinement shop that was used until then to trade your requisition points in the armory data. Among them, I don't know how to say that, bro, like Porphyr Shield Chainsword skin, the Mark X Tacticus breastplate with the 3 skulls, or the Sergeant Matarsis Iron Halo from the Secret Level episode. So yeah, you'll be able to unlock those FOMO items, which, you know, is really nice to see. But moving on to new DLC cosmetics, we do have the Black Templar's champion finally revealed. As you guys can see, he looks absolutely insane. It'll be a lot of fun to play as this guy, and with that, we're getting a brand new season pass. So these are all the Black Templar cosmetics. They did a pretty good job at keeping this guy well leaked, because we didn't get a single leak regarding the Black Templar champion. The same cannot be said, however, for the Imperial Fist cosmetic pack that we will be getting with this update. As you guys can see, not only do we have all of the Imperial Fist's successor chapters, or well, not all of them, but a few of them. We do have them here. Shout out Crimson Fists. We do also have those specific Imperial Fist's individual armor pieces. As you guys can see, we get a new pauldron, a new helmet, and well, another new pauldron. So yeah, pretty cool to see. I think we do get a chest plate, unless that is the chest plate from the already existing Imperial Fist champion, which leads me into my next section. We will finally have a shared customization overhaul in which you will be able to share all the cosmetics using the champion skin. So I will be talking about this in a separate video, because I just don't want to dive into that too much. The Tech Marine at the end here is coming early 2026 with patch 12, so gonna have to wait for 2 more patches for the Tech Marine to come out, which at this point is whatever, man. I knew the Tech Marine was gonna take quite a while to come out, so I really don't care at this point. It's not important to me, honestly. And then finally, to really end this whole thing off, we do have that the Ultramarines champion is finally back. You will be able to purchase the Ultramarines pack on its own from now on. You will not be restricted to having to buy that one specific edition of the game that came with this skin. You'll just be able to buy them outright, regardless of what edition of the game you have. So yeah, at the end down here, it just kind of says that, you know, they're going to start to nerf some of the contested health, especially the contested health that you get regenerated by ranged weapons, which, you know, is really stupid. I hated this poll, but, you know, whatever. I'm not even in the mood to talk about this. But at the end down here, we do have some more of those FOMO cosmetics coming soon to the game. Really bad cosmetics here all across the board, except for this one on the far right. These two I could care less for. I just don't care. It's not cool. I don't really like them. But that's it when it comes to the August community update, man. I do want to talk about some of the content coming soon in the next week for patch 10.0 that was revealed in the Space Marine 2 Year 2 trailer. We're going to turn that down just a little bit. Now, a lot of this stuff is in Year 2 that I will be covering in a separate video, but okay, so just real quick, let me go back to that. Sorry. That is a new map. This is a new map that's going to be coming in a future update, right? That's probably connecting to the Chaos Spawn. So yeah, that's a new map entirely. Let's see if we see anything coming in patch 10. All right, we're just watching this trailer together, man. Let's see. Just some basic stuff. Yeah, see, so that's more of that new map. That's not coming in patch 10, but I'm sure we can expect pretty soon. Hopefully we can fight both Chaos and the Tyranids on this same map, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and see. I don't necessarily care to cover Year 2 things, but look at that. Here's a little bit of that footage from that new operation called Vortex right there. Looking pretty cool indeed. I think that's Vortex as well, going back to it. Yeah, as you guys can see, we got a Space Marine right here, a Bulwark with the Xenophase Blade coming in the next update. And you have the Chaos Spawn right here. Unless this is Fall of Atreus, I want to say. But who knows? It could be the new map. I will be making a video covering Space Marine 2 Year 2 separately. I just want to cover the stuff that's in patch 10. So yeah, that's just the new battle plan. Okay, so here's that new PvP map, as you guys can see right here. You know, it's just a Chaos v Chaos in this specific trailer footage. So this is probably Hellbrute Onslaught. Yeah, that's Hellbrute Onslaught, Chaos fighting each other. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the Stratagems game mode, as you guys can see. Pretty interesting indeed. It has all of those different modifiers on the same level. So it's not like one modifier, one level. It's like a bunch of modifiers for the same level. Let's see what else we got here. Yep, the free Chaos Champions looking pretty sick. We got the World Eaters, the Night Lords, and the Black Legion. And then over here we have the Death Guard, Alpha Legion, and the Iron Warriors. So pretty cool indeed. Xenophase Blade right there. There's a Chaos Spawn coming soon. Can't wait to fight those. And then the new boss coming as well in the new update is the Mutalith Vortex Beast. He will be exclusive to that new operations map called Vortex. And yeah, we will be fighting this guy in just a few days. And then some new weapons coming as well. Now, these were not mentioned in this specific community update. It is in the Year 2 trailer, so it's a little bit misleading. I do not know if they are coming in the next update, but we do have the Pyre Blaster right here for your standard Space Marine classes. And then for the heavy class, we do have the Pyre Cannon right here. So yeah. And then the Power Axe to kind of end that off. The Xenophase Blade as well, and the Combi Melta. So yeah, pretty interesting. This is just a little sneak peek at the Tech Marine, and then Season 2 coming as well next week. So just a little showcase of what's coming soon. And then yeah, we'll cover all of this in a separate video going over Year 2, guys. Don't worry. Year 2 is going to be huge for this game. So I think that's pretty much everything we got. We just got a little bit more of that new operation right there. Yeah, look at that. And then that's pretty much it when it comes to this trailer. Look at that, dude. This map is going to be sick. once again, this environment looks totally new, right? It just kind of looks like it's taking place like in a purple galaxy, man. It looks pretty outstanding. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's that we covered everything that is in the August community update. Not only did we cover the new game modes coming soon to the game, new cosmetics, new maps, and everything looks pretty sick indeed. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in the August community update, man. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are pretty excited for patch 10.0 coming next week. And go ahead and let me know what you guys think of the year 2 update. I will be making a separate video on the year 2 update anyway. So yeah, go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of all the new content coming to Space Marine 2 here pretty soon. But with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe if you are not already. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, I'd encourage you to join the channel membership for exclusive perks. So grateful for all the members, and your generosity is extremely appreciated. Thanks. This has been Behind the Grind, talking about Space Marine 2 Patch 10 and a little bit of Space Marine 2's Year 2. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!